evidence confirms Freen and Sung are together. Fans can't believe it's real. After weeks of endless rumors, speculation, and denial, shocking new evidence has finally surfaced, and it appears to confirm what fans have been whispering about for months. Freen and Sung are no longer just close friends. They are officially together. Screenshots, photos, and private event footage began spreading online late last night, showing Freen and Sung sharing quiet moments away from the cameras. In one clip, Freen can be seen leaning on Seng's shoulder while the two laugh softly, unaware they're being recorded. Another photo shows them leaving a restaurant hand in hand, looking completely comfortable, not as co-stars, but as a couple. The internet exploded instantly. Within minutes, hashtags like #FreenAnsingConfirmed and #BeckyHeartbroken took over every major platform. Fans flooded timelines with shock, excitement, confusion, and heartbreak. Some couldn't believe it, writing things like, "This can't be real. I thought it was just a rumor," while others celebrated, saying, finally, they can love openly without hiding. For many, this confirmation feels like the end of a long, emotional journey. Ever since Freen and Becky's relationship began to show cracks publicly, whispers of Seng's involvement have been everywhere. But no one expected this level of proof, not like this. Sources close to both stars claim that Freen and Seng have been seeing each other quietly for months. They reportedly reconnected during a joint project earlier this year, and what started as friendship slowly turned into something deeper. According to insiders, they chose to keep things private to avoid backlash from fans still attached to Freen's past relationship. But now that the evidence is out, there's no hiding anymore. Fans are split right down the middle. One side feels betrayed, hurt that Freen may have moved on so quickly. The other side insists that she deserves happiness and has every right to start a new chapter. Some even describe it as a new beginning for both stars, after the emotional storm that followed Freen and Becky's split. Despite the noise, Freen and Sung have not yet released an official statement. However, Sung recently posted a cryptic message online. Sometimes the truth needs no announcement. It just exists. Fans immediately connected the post to the viral footage, interpreting it as a subtle confirmation. Meanwhile, Becky has remained silent. She hasn't responded publicly, though her recent social media posts suggest she's focusing on her solo projects and self-growth. Many fans praised her maturity, saying she continues to handle everything with quiet grace despite the emotional chaos unfolding around her. Analysts in the entertainment industry believe this could be one of the biggest relationship revelations of the year. Not just because of the names involved, but because of how emotionally invested fans have been in every step of this triangle. From love and loyalty to heartbreak and healing, the entire saga feels like a drama playing out in real life. As the dust begins to settle, one thing has become clear. Freen and Seng's story isn't just about two people in love. It's about fame, timing, and the price of honesty in an industry where every move is watched, judged, and dissected by millions. And while fans are still trying to process the shock, there's no denying the truth anymore. The evidence speaks for itself. Freen and Sung are together, and this time, it's real. Fans react worldwide. The internet melts down after the shocking confirmation. The moment the news broke, the entire internet seemed to freeze. Within seconds, Freen and Seng's names were trending in over 10 countries. Fans who had followed their journey for years were caught between disbelief, heartbreak, and curiosity. On Twitter, one user wrote, "I feel like I just lost my favorite love story." Another commented, "I'm happy for them, but it still hurts to see Freen and Becky end like this." The emotional reactions kept pouring in, and hashtags like #FreenAnsingOfficial, #BeckyDeservesBetter, and #FreenSingLoveStory climbed to the top of global trends. Fan pages began analyzing every past interview, every photo, and every video, looking for signs they might have missed. Some clips that once seemed innocent now looked like quiet confessions, the lingering looks, the inside jokes, the shared smiles during public events. It suddenly all made sense to many viewers. Meanwhile, other fans urged everyone to stay calm and respect the privacy of all three stars involved. Many reminded others that behind the glitz and rumors are real people with emotions and boundaries. But still, the debate raged on. As more photos continued to circulate, journalists and entertainment blogs jumped on the story. Major outlets began publishing timelines of Freen and Seng's interactions, from their first joint appearance to their rumored secret meetups. The headlines grew louder by the hour, and everyone wanted to know one thing: when would Freen speak up? But Freen remained silent. No statements. No explanations. Only silence, which made fans even more anxious. Some took her quietness as guilt, others as grace. One post went viral with over 500,000 likes, saying, "She doesn't owe anyone an explanation. Love is love, and life moves on." At the same time, Seng's old interviews began resurfacing online. In one of them, he had once said, "Sometimes, the person who feels like home isn't the one you expected." The clip exploded across social media again, with fans claiming it was a hidden message about Freen. Meanwhile, Becky's fanbase rallied around her with overwhelming support. Thousands sent her encouraging messages and comments under her posts. She trended globally as fans praised her strength and grace for not engaging in the drama. Many even said she was glowing stronger than ever since moving on to new projects. Industry insiders say the entertainment world hasn't seen a love triangle this explosive in years. The combination of fame, heartbreak, and raw emotion has made the situation one of the most talked about topics of the year. Still, amid all the noise, a quiet truth is starting to settle in. Freen and Seng's relationship is real, and no amount of speculation can erase that. Whether fans accept it or not, the two seem determined to face whatever comes next together. As one fan wrote, "They may have broken the internet, but maybe this is the beginning of something honest." And with every hour that passes, more people are beginning to agree. The world has seen scandals before, but this one, Freen, Seng, and the love story that started in silence, has left the internet forever changed. It all started quietly, long before anyone noticed. Before the trending hashtags, before the fan theories, and before the internet went into chaos. Those close to Freen and Seng say their connection didn't appear out of nowhere. It grew slowly, naturally, and far away from the public eye. Insiders claim their friendship began during a joint industry event where both stars were invited to present awards. At first, they were just colleagues, exchanging polite smiles, light conversations, and brief encounters backstage. But as months passed, the two began appearing at the same gatherings more often. Sometimes it was work. Sometimes it wasn't. People who worked with them said Freen seemed more relaxed whenever Seng was around. She laughed more, stayed longer after shoots, and seemed to enjoy the little moments of calm that came with his presence. Seng, known for his quiet and grounded personality, became her confidant, someone who listened without judgment. What began as friendship slowly turned into something deeper. But both of them knew the risk of going public too soon. Freen, still connected in the public eye with Becky, had a reputation to protect. Seng, on the other hand, was cautious of media backlash. So they chose silence. Private dinners replaced public dates. Discreet messages replaced open affection. It wasn't until late last year that rumors began to swirl. A blurry photo from what appeared to be a private dinner started making rounds online. Fans quickly noticed two familiar silhouettes, Freen and Seng. While some brushed it off as coincidence, others began to dig deeper. Over time, more subtle clues began to appear. Matching accessories. Similar backgrounds in photos posted hours apart. Fans with sharp eyes began connecting the dots, and before long, speculation grew uncontrollably. Still, the pair said nothing. They continued to appear professional in interviews, avoiding personal questions. But those who paid close attention could see it, the unspoken bond. The way Freen would glance at Seng mid-conversation, or how his expression softened whenever her name came up. Then came the major turning point. Earlier this year, an unverified clip began circulating online, showing what seemed to be the two holding hands in a parking area after an event. Though neither confirmed it, fans recognized their clothing and voices. The clip spread like wildfire, sparking endless debate. Not long after, Becky and Freen were noticeably distant during a public appearance. For many fans, that was the moment they realized the rumors weren't just speculation anymore. Something real had changed behind the scenes. Still, Freen remained quiet. No social media posts addressing the issue. No clarifications. Just silence. But sometimes, silence says more than words ever could. And now, with new evidence confirming Freen and Seng's relationship, everything that once seemed confusing suddenly makes sense. The late-night sightings, the private dinners, the emotional distance, all of it fits together. Industry observers say their relationship timeline might stretch back farther than anyone thought. Some believe they've been close for more than a year. Others say it's only been a few months. Either way, their chemistry is undeniable. What makes this revelation so explosive is not just the relationship itself, but the history behind it. Fans had built years of emotional investment in Freen and Becky's bond. Seeing that chapter end so suddenly and another begin has left the fandom divided. Still, despite the noise, one thing remains clear. Freen and Seng's connection seems genuine. Every photo, every moment that's surfaced feels natural, not staged. Whether fans approve or not, it appears that the two have finally chosen to stop hiding. And as the story continues to unfold, one can't help but wonder, was this always destiny waiting to be revealed? Because sometimes, love doesn't follow expectations. It just happens quietly and all at once.